Hello, baby girl. There we go. Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. This video will be going live on December 2nd. So for every video that I put up in December, I'm going to be opening corresponding days in this year's Look Fantastic Advent Beauty Calendar. I'm not doing Vlogmas this year, so I'm not going to be doing a video every single day to open a drawer every day. So I wanted to open them with you guys during my December videos, and I will post information about the products on my Instagram as well, so you can go and follow that over there. So I'm going to go through days 1 and 2 to get us started on the Look Fantastic Advent Calendar, and then I will be launching into my discussion and review of the Goss Pearl Moonstone palette and some corresponding kohl eyeliners by him as well. So this is this year's calendar, which is just lovely with the little detail of pink and the gold and black and white. It's different and a lot more modern, edgy than the last 2 years of their advent calendars, which were much more traditional. They had them in a nice red and gold the first year I purchased one, and then a deep navy blue and a gold last year. So this one's just kind of fun, kind of punchy, and I'm really excited to get into this. So day 1, they always start you out with something nice, something that you know is going to be like a big, fun, full-size gift. So let's go ahead and pop that out. All right, day 1 is, ooh, see, I love it. They start you off with such a bang. This is the Natasha Denona Blush and Highlighting Powder Duo, Blush Glow Duo, and they don't give you the shades. Blush, oh yes, All Over Glow, number 01 Light, and Blush in Golden Coral. So, I have never purchased a Natasha Denona product before, but they are pretty well known for being high quality, particularly in terms of their eyeshadows. So this is kind of an exciting one to receive for me. I feel like swatches are always so tricky to show up on camera and with my pale skin, but the colors are really nice if you have light skin. I wish that with these advent calendars they would give you the option of like checking if you're light skin, dark skin, so that when they put in makeup products it would kind of be more applicable to everybody. But that is your day 1 gift, and that's actually a pretty good size too. You know, it's bigger than a travel size palette. So Natasha Denona Blush Glow Duo is our gift for day 1. Day 2, and I always forget, I look like an idiot half the time just like searching endlessly for the number. It's right here underneath day 1, somewhat conveniently. So this one is a Luxie Beauty brush. I have a couple of Luxie brushes from, I don't remember what from, I think other beauty boxes, maybe Look Fantastic last year. This looks like it's a pretty universal brush. You could do highlighter with this, you could do blush, bronzer, pretty much any sort of cheek colored powder. And I actually like the Luxie brushes. I have an eyeshadow brush set from them. They're extremely soft, they wash up really nicely. I really like them. So that is a fun way to kick off December with the Look Fantastic Advent Calendar. So like I said, I'll be doing this all month long, and now we're gonna get into talking about Goss. All right, my little co-pilot here is just insistent upon being on my lap, so that's how we're gonna play this. So as previously mentioned, I'm gonna be talking about the Goss Pearl Moonstone palette, and the way I wanna do this, I have pre-recorded 2 looks using this palette, and I am going to let those run on the screen right here while I talk through my thoughts on the product. I'm gonna go through 2 looks. I'm not gonna talk you through them necessarily, but they're running so you can kind of see what I did and how I used them. So here off the bat, you can already see the palette, and not gonna lie, when I first saw this, I said to myself, okay, it's Goss, who I've loved and adored for years, and even though these seem like not very wearable colors to me and how I like to do my eyeshadow, I was more than happy to support, and I really wanted to give it a go. And much to my surprise, despite the intensity of how these colors appear and the intensity of how they're advertised, I've found them very wearable for both of these looks. Yes, they're a little bit more intense than just like a subtle daytime eyeshadow, but given that you have a lot of dark grays and even a black and kind of a cadet blue in here, they are not so intense that I'm uncomfortable wearing them. The second look that you will see in this video is actually what I have on right now. I did it right before I filmed this portion. So you can see even here during this look, the layering is going really, really well. It's not an eyeshadow where when you dip your brush into it, you're stuck, you're committed, that's it. What you see being as dark as it's going to be the second you apply it. I know that some people really like their eyeshadow with that level of pigment because it's almost like a trust issue. If you give me a black eyeshadow, I want it to be black without having to put 50 coats of it on. Totally understand that. But for me, I find that with the darker eyeshadows, if I put them on very heavily, very pigmented, I find it difficult to work with because you do need to blend and shape and sort of move things around a little bit. And if you have a black, intense eyeshadow or even a dark gray or a dark blue that is that level of intensity as soon as you put it on, when you go to blend it and shape the eye, you're gonna have to just keep putting on more and more, and then I start to feel like it's Halloween, or best case scenario, I look like I'm trying to be 10 years younger than I am. Which brings me to the next point about this palette. So Wayne Goss advertises this as being formulated to reflect light instead of your fine lines and wrinkles or your skin imperfections. And the reason he's done that is that so many beauty products right now are targeted towards girls who are teenagers and in their early 20s. And for the rest of us who have passed the point where we have no creping on our eyelids and no crow's feet and no fine lines, it can be a challenge to find a good eye makeup product that doesn't draw attention to those things. There are a lot of light reflecting eyeshadows, deep black eyeshadows, shimmer shadows, foil shadows that I have used in the last couple of years that I've stopped using because I don't feel like I look my best when I wear them. I feel like it's drawing attention to all of the wrong things. I don't feel like it is enhancing my image at all. And I do feel like it gives me this look like I'm trying to do my makeup the way that I did 10 years ago, as opposed to being a reflection of the woman that I am now. So my opinion on this formula, which you can probably see as you're watching me apply this, is it lives up to those claims. I never thought that I would be able to wear black eyeshadow or dark eyeshadow again without it making my eyes look kind of sad, kind of haggard, instead of bright and refreshed and classy. And that is what I feel like I get out of these eyeshadows. They are not overly pigmented, as I said, but as you can also see, they're blending really well. They're blending really easily. I have sort of deep set, slightly hooded eyes, so I have a lot of shaping to do. That's what you saw me doing with those grays at the beginning, kind of going out past the edge of my eye and then swooping down onto the lower lash line to create more of a, I don't know, extended eye shape, I guess, since I have very small, sort of deep set eyes. And this lets me do that without it looking patchy or overly pigmented or just in general sloppy. The beautiful thing about the layering with these is that I do think you can create an everyday look and a more dramatic look. So for example, in both of these looks, I'm ending up taking the darker colors down onto my lower lash line. I'm sort of deepening that accentuated, not quite cat eye, but extended shadowed look. And they do have this nice lighter coral color in here, and even in that first look, which was really more or less just a smoky eye that used the black, the gray, and that sort of shimmery coral color, if I hadn't deepened that up as much as I did, that would make a beautiful everyday smoky eye. Whereas this look that we've moved on to here, which is what I'm wearing right now, which is going to incorporate this celestial blue color, it's a lot more dramatic. You can layer it up a lot more heavily. And I even think that if you go in with your fingertips or even a slightly wet brush, which is a technique you'll see me use here in a little bit to use the celestial blue color, you can really intensify it. I was intimidated by these shadows when I looked at the page on Beautylish where Wayne Goss is selling this. There are some beautifully done artistic photos of women that he has, well, maybe he didn't, but that these eyeshadows have been applied on, and they are very intense. And while I admired that, I was concerned that it might be a waste of my money knowing that I wasn't going to be wearing a look that artistic, that intense on an everyday basis. That has not proven to be a founded concern. There's nothing to worry about here in terms of that because I'm able to layer to my comfort level. I'll put it that way. I'm not somebody who is super loud with my eyeshadow. I tend to do more with my lips than my eyes, but this has me kind of changing my mind about that. And I know that he did a neutral version of this, a warm tone, like topaz or something, or bronze. And if that is the same formula, I might be buying that as well, because I'm sort of broadening my horizons with eyeshadow again, because I just feel like there are a lot of makeup artists out there like Wayne Goss that deserve our support, that are coming out with great products. And instead of this sort of keeping up with the Joneses mentality of buying crap product after crap product just because somebody is being paid to tell you that it's fantastic when it isn't, I am not looking to have tons and tons of expired makeup that I'm never using in my beauty drawers anymore. I'm wanting to find and really seek out these good products that are good for me in my mid-30s and beyond, as opposed to something where I'm trying to sort of shoehorn myself into a niche in the beauty community that I just don't fit in. So you see me here in this portion of the video going in with that flat brush and a little bit of setting spray, and you can see that is where I was able to sort of intensify the blue. I didn't want to go for anything insane, it is just a Saturday afternoon, but I did want to really sort of build up that bright blue as much as I could. And now I want to switch and talk about these kohl eyeliners, which you can see me applying here, and I applied in the first video as well. These are available in two colors for this particular collection. One is a purple, the other is a blue sapphire, which is what I am applying here. In the first video, I just purchased the classic black because I wanted to try that as a baseline. The most impressive thing about these, you guys, look at this. I am applying this one-handed. There is no tugging of my eyelid to stabilize it and flatten it out and then letting it snap back, in the long run just making my wrinkles worse. And I wore this eyeshadow all day after I had applied the first look, which was pre-recorded on a different day. It didn't move on me. It didn't smudge. It didn't wipe off. Even the tight lining that I did around my lashes, the moisture from my eyes didn't cause it to move or smudge or anything. So for a kohl eyeliner, this has incredible staying powder. There's no drag, staying power. There's no drag to it. I can apply this eyeliner one-handed with accuracy. That's also important. I'm able to get a thin line. I could draw it into a wing, and I know part of that is keeping your tools sharpened, and these are brand new, so they're fresh from the box, sharp, but the formula really does just glide. And to put a kohl into a pencil and have it just glide with no drag and no loss in pigment payoff. Like the pigment in these, I was particularly excited about the blue. Usually when you put something into a pencil formula, I feel like you lose your formula. It's not as creamy, it doesn't go on as well, and I feel like you lose the pigment. But these, instead of being sort of more of a crayon, which it's very difficult, I find, to get an accurate thin line, you've got your accuracy of application with the pencil, you've got great pigment, and the application is absolutely a breeze. I think Wayne Goss nailed it with this line. I have been a fan of his for a long time, like I said, and I just think that these products are beautiful. They really are stunning. So I can 100% say that I back these and recommend them to you. I will put links for them in the description box below. If you choose to use them, I might receive a small commission at no additional cost to you, and I appreciate your support, but there's absolutely no pressure ever for you to use my affiliate links. And that is where I'm going to wrap up my review of the Wayne Goss Pearl Moonstone palette. So if you are interested, go and check them out. Go and check out his channel, which I will also link down below for you guys. He is the beauty guru that I listen to. He is an actual makeup artist, very, very talented. He's just wonderful. So thank you, Wayne. Congratulations on a beautiful product line that I will be adding to my permanent collection. And thanks to you all, as always, for watching. I appreciate you and your viewership, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.